Good day everyone, welcome back. Here we have the finished Tamiya M18 Hellcat. And like I mentioned in my previous video, the one looking at the spruce of this kit, I mentioned that I would not be using the provided decals as this was created to depict the Hellcat that served in the Philippines in 1945. Now before getting into the more specific details regarding this unit, let's take a look at the build challenges and some points that I saw along the way. Now firstly, remove the turret. Now Tamiya provides you with a very good interior. Technically this is the fighting compartment. And when building this, you do have to note that this would have to be attached first before sealing both upper and lower hull pieces. Now you would want to separately paint and weather this part right here. As you can see, you would want to separately weather this so that once you start sealing it up, it's pretty much protected, and you could perhaps go on ahead and just cover it up just a little when you're painting the entire thing. What I did, since this was pretty much hand painted, I weathered this first, painted and weathered this part right here, and then once everything was done, sealed it up and just painted over. Now for the ammo rack that you can see here on both sides and over there, same thing. You would want to keep that separate while assembling, and then once you're about to start putting them all together, that's when you start painting them, detailing them, and then placing them where they belong. As you can see, it's pretty tight, so if you're going to paint the tips of the shells, you would not really be able to get them, so it's best that you leave them off first before you seal the whole thing. And do note that they are attached to the sponson right here, so it's pretty much a multi-step process, but again, leave them out while you're building up the hull. Now as for the suspension and running gear, it was pretty much straightforward. A few thin pieces to consider along this area right here, but other than that, it came out pretty well. And as you can see right here, the string that was used for the towing cable, no issues here, although you could probably replace it with a metal one if you have one in your spares. Most of the hull is completely out of the box. And as you can see right there, here are the clear parts over there. Then come around the back, you could see some tools attached. The hull isn't quite busy. You could put some items perhaps, but out of the box, this is as it goes. Now for the turret. Again, this was hand painted, so what I did was, before sealing it all together, I did individually paint those details inside. So what I did was, once attaching the lower turret panel to the sides, I left off these top pieces so I could get a better angle in painting the interior pieces. So as you can see right there, let's try to focus in on that. This one here. The ready ammo rack here, and also some of the stowage boxes, and also the gun mechanism, the gun breech. And at the back, you have more items there. So all of these were individually painted, hand painted, before completely sealing. So again, it is best, or as I suggested, let's take these off first. It would be best to plan your approach with these, as a lot of the top parts will obscure your painting of the internal pieces. Now going around down, you can see that I left off the unseen parts in its primer, but this is how it's assembled. As you can see, there are a lot of intricate pieces right here on the side. Those are individually painted as well. And again, the one here, the ready ammo rack, and the stowage boxes. And the rest of the pieces are for the commander and gunner. Other than that, it came together quite nicely. And here's one thing I noticed with the gun mantlet cover. This comes in 3 pieces, okay? Now, the attachment points run along these joints right here. So this is one, that fold you see there. And if I'm not mistaken, this is around the other part. Now, once you get that perfectly aligned and glued in, you have nothing to worry about anymore. Kudos to Tamiya for molding this mantlet cover quite beautifully. So when you finish that, there is absolutely no cleaning involved. So attach that and then you're good to go. One piece barrel here, stowage rack, then extra track links on the side, the rear. Then you have the 50 cal right here. And also provided with the kit are some few extra stowage boxes, ammo stowage boxes, but that's about it. The commander figure I did leave out for now. I might go back for him sometime later, but this is as it is. I would recommend that you would use other accessory parts for this kit, as the turret would look quite nice with a very busy look. So just add more storage items like more ammo boxes or even rucksacks and what have you. The track links are link and length, and Tamiya also provides you with a nice indicator right here. So this end piece of the track has a small nub that attaches to an insertion point right here in the lower part of the road wheel. And this is to guide you as to where the bottom run stops, so that you could perfectly align your tracks. So overall, the kit is quite nice. It's a straightforward build, and I actually had no problems with putting it together. Although, of course, the turret assembly might be fiddly for some, but once you start to really analyze how the pieces come together, it comes along quite neatly. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this isn't the one, or at least the decals aren't of the Tamiya kit. I had to scrounge around for the serial number right here, and also the letters. And you can see right here, 637TD, or the 637th Tank Destroyer Battalion. Now, the 637th Tank Destroyer Battalion served in the Philippines in 1945, and they also participated in the Battle of Manila. So this is an extension of my themed build of the M4 composite hull Sherman. And that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a thumbs up. But if you didn't, leave a thumbs down and let me know down in the comments below what you think of this tank, the kit, or any feedback in general. The next episode, we'd be taking a look at the finished kit of Tacom's 1/16th Vessel Mark 20. Until next time, Stay safe, keep modeling. Goodbye.